church, a new congregation in Huntsville, Alabama. They just did it again. They built another national marketing director position under Frank, and they worked very closely to keep those positions not only thriving, but surviving and going and going. So you're going to get a lot of expertise from Debbie on how she was able to do that, and particularly with her newfound social media ways of doing that. She was passionate about fitness from early on and health. So she became a certified trainer about 30 years ago, and she became passionate because in her family, her mother had a heart attack at the tender young age of only 29, and she lost her grandmother at the age of 43 also to a heart attack. So at a very young age, she understood the importance of taking care of herself and finding ways of empowering herself to take control of her life and her health. And in that research to find the best ways, that's when she found Juice Plus, whole food product with the Juice Plus company. And she's been passionate about sharing information and training people to also do the same, to share that information around the world and to make a difference. As we all do every day, we're making a difference around the world by inspiring healthy living. Today she's going to come out and tell you how excited she is. Her business has been, as I've already said, extremely successful. But in the past year, it has exploded. I mean, she's going to tell you how that's happened, and mainly it's been centered around social media and the power of the Facebook parties that she's going to be training on today. She's brought along with her young team, part of her team of representatives under her that have, she says, taught her how to use this, and now they're going to share that information in a very energetic and exciting way. And I know that when you leave here today, you will find that what you've learned from these ladies today is going to empower you to carry your business forward and have the same successes that they are today. So I want to bring out right now Debbie Walton, and then she'll bring out her team. Thank you, and Debbie, please come out.
Information that I believe will empower you to change your life. This has rocked our business world, and we love these Facebook parties. I am Debbie Walton from Sweet Home, Huntsville, Alabama. Blessed by God and this team vision. They are why we are up on stage. What is a Facebook party? Basically, it's a wellness presentation on Facebook. There are many good tools that we're all using. Of course, we love live events. Jay Martin is coming to Huntsville in January. Woo-hoo! We wouldn't turn that one down. We love the GoPro. If I text you a video, would you watch it? That's a golden line right there. So there are many tools that will help us succeed. This is just one tool. But what if this one tool could totally change your business in days? You can take your business not to the next level, but beyond the next level. Trust me, Facebook parties are an amazing experience, not just for your future customers and distributors, but they are so solidifying and exciting for your team. They really energize the team, and you leaders, you know how important that is to get your team involved. This is an event of unsurpassed convenience. Anybody here ever get tired of the excuses of why your friend didn't show up at the event? Well, it's too late. My babysitter didn't show up. I had to wash my hair. The dog threw up. And if they miss the event, they've missed it, right? And you're so bummed. Not with Facebook parties. What if you never had to hear the excuses again? could come late to the party and not miss a thing? What if they could miss the party and not miss the party? Debbie, how is that possible? We're going to show you how that's possible. And this is really one of the key points. They are ridiculously duplicatable. It's like a cookie cutter. Do this, do this. You can pass it down to your team. They are so powerful. You know the old saying, it's easier to give birth than to wake the dead? Well, these parties are waking the dead. They're bringing teams that haven't done anything in forever or ever to the party. And this is so important. You will see this funnel all over conference. It is a fantastic tool. Renee O'Neill and Julie Herbst will be sharing this from main stage. But there is one thing I know about this tunnel, this funnel. You have to put people in it for it to work, right? So you're going to be able to pour the people into your funnel. Even the most shy distributor will do a Facebook party because they don't have to talk. Even the busiest person will do a Facebook party because they can throw one in 35 minutes and they don't have to clean their house. Keep quiet. You don't have to put your makeup on. Yoo-hoo! Okay, these parties are so good that in my 11 years as in the business and 8 as a national marketing director, they are absolutely the easiest way to greatly increase your PVC and team of anything I've ever seen. We were stuck for a few years at 24 Club. I know, 24 Club. But nobody wants to be stuck, right? We love growth. And then we clawed and stretched and put in wholesale orders to hit 39 Club. Last conference. And then Facebook parties hit. We hit 50 Club in 2 months. Team Vision, stand up. Stand up. You did it. Do you realize what that is? And I didn't know how to do these 90 days ago. I am a technology dunce. You find the girls, the team, the guys that know how to do it, but we're going to help them out. We're going to give them some heads up. So how did this evolve? 90 days, I cannot believe what's happened in 90 days, and it can happen to you. I saw this young Jen Wire on the radar. I had heard that she had signed up the day before, and I saw her inviting people on Facebook to a virtual Juice Plus party. I'm like, what? I had seen the nail parties. I wasn't interested. So I had never gone to one. Okay? So I went to her party, and it was one of those game-changing, mind-blowing. I knew we were onto something. It wasn't a light bulb moment. It was a lightning bolt moment. I brought it to the team. I said, we are going to rock and roll with this. So Amanda introduced it to our team. Denise condensed it. And Sarah Ogles refined it. So let's hear it for our team innovator, Amanda Moody.
My name is Amanda Moody, and I'm so excited to share with you how in the first 3 days of signing up as a rep, Facebook events helped me earn just under 700 PVC and add a new distributor to my team. I started eating Juice Plus on the Children's Health Study when I was in college, and this past July, I decided to join the Juice Plus company by owning a virtual franchise of my own. I had seen other network marketing companies utilize Facebook to host events, so I decided to host a Facebook event to share Juice Plus with my friends. I immediately saw the benefits of hosting an event on Facebook. It was convenient for both myself and my guests. I didn't have to clean the house, and my friends could stay in their pajamas if they wanted to. And because this was a 2-day event, my friends didn't have to clear their schedules, but they could come and go as they pleased. Also, it empowered me to hold my first event on just my second day in the business. It gave me an opportunity to utilize all the amazing videos that Juice Plus supplies for us distributors, and I found that I was educating myself while I was sharing the information with my friends. So I threw my very first Facebook party. My mother-in-law, Mary Ann, who's a sales coordinator, invited friends of her own, and as a result, received orders and added a new distributor to her team too. I never imagined that one 48-hour event would help me fast track to DD, get that $100 bonus, and then ultimately help me fast track to VF. But most importantly, starting my business with a Facebook event, it gave me the excitement and the motivation to keep going. So you're about to see how easy it really is, and I hope that you decide to share my experience with your new distributors because it's a really great way to start off your business. All right, Denise?
Thanks, Amanda. From the bottom of my heart.
She's pregnant at number 6.
What Amanda shared about the Facebook parties on our team call has been a game changer for my team. And this is not just for the new distributor, and it's also not just for the Gen Wire, because if you notice, I am neither of those. The Facebook parties have helped us get out of our rut. For the last 3 years, I have struggled with an effective way to help my team get to the next level. The Facebook parties have given us the momentum and the growth that I have never experienced in our business before. But due to limited time in my life, and to better fit my personality, and to help prioritize my family, instead of 48 hours, I condensed it to 45 minutes or less. Sound pretty good, right? We're already on Facebook anyways, might as well make money. Anyways, this also allowed me to help co-host and support up to 10 virtual parties in just a week, without exhausting me, my family, or my friends. And with 4 children and another one on the way, that's saying a lot, don't you think? Now, instead of hosting my own parties, I actually reached out to my team. I reached out to my raving fans and also to my dream team list and asked them to co-host a party with me. This has helped me be so comfortable and made it so easy to share Juice Plus with literally hundreds of people with hundreds of miles in between us without even leaving my home. Since implementing the Facebook parties with our team since the end of July, we have increased our average new customer acquisitions by over 165%. We have increased our new team growth by over 250%. I have more qualifiers than ever, and I'm honored and blessed to stand before you as a brand new qualified national marketing coordinator.
And mom of 2 young kids. I saw the Facebook parties and their potential to be one of the most effective business presentation tools I've ever come across when used properly. I knew that the right graphics could really take it to the next level. I started creating specific graphics for each post, simplifying the delivery and eliminating any posts that weren't absolutely necessary to the health of our presentation. And immediately I saw amazing results in my business. In 10 short weeks, my business grew more than it had in my first 5 months prior. In our very first party, we raked in over 1,200 PVC. My new distributor fast-tracked to DD with the bonus in 1 night. My VF qualified her business for the very first time that month, and with all of that, I promoted to sales coordinator. After just a few more parties, my team size doubled, and that includes an international distributor from Australia.
Okay, ready to do the parties? How did this evolve?
What do you do first? You want to envision your audience. Who do you want to teach? What story do you want to share? We keep our parties simple. We have had almost 100 parties in 90 days. What other event could you possibly do that many of and live to tell about it? So after 100 parties, we fine-tuned what's working for us. Many of you have caught the buzz and you're loving the Facebook parties. So you may do them a little bit differently. We're just going to share what's working for us. We choose not to use a phone. All the action takes place on Facebook. But honestly, I'm on the phone enough. So I love that I actually don't have to speak except to my co-host. When we get going, we are going to break every step down into creating your party. So depending on your knowledge level, there's going to be something for everybody. This is really important. There's going to be some slides that are a little bit more advanced. You don't need them yet, okay? Just a few. If you will pay more attention to the slide than crazily taking notes, take some notes, but you will be shocked if when you go back to Facebook, you're going to recognize the buttons that we ask you to press. So it will all come together. Trust me, I did my first Facebook party, technology really illiterate, and after my first party, I felt kind of social media savvy. Don't laugh, Sarah. I still had to ask them some questions, but that's okay. So if you're really new to Facebook, we encourage you to partner up with those in your team that do know the Facebook arena a little better. That's exactly what I did. And I guarantee you, you have friends. Maybe they're not on your team yet. Maybe they will want to be on your team after you ask them to help you throw a party. So, how many of you were on our mock Rock the Party? Oh, fantastic. I love it. In case you missed it, that's just 3 of the posts. And these are some of the comments you made. I'll give you a couple minutes to look at that. A minute. So, how did we put that party together so clean, so professional, so exciting, and how did we get so much PVC and distributors from our parties? First, decide your story. What story do you want to tell? Determine your theme. Who do you want to talk to? These are just a few of our parties. It's limited only by your imagination. We absolutely love the business behind Juice Plus. You can do the most incredible, believable, intriguing VFO on Facebook that you'll ever probably present. General Health and Juice Plus, that's perfect for anybody. Fight back with Food and Juice Plus. Anybody who wants to balance their immune system right now? Completely transformed? Who doesn't want to clean up their lifestyle? Healthy holidays? Perfect timing. You can even do virtual franchise training for your team on Facebook. Sarah thought of that one. What's better than a conference call? A visual training. How fantastic is that? Start by choosing a few videos. We recommend that you choose 3 to 4 max. Okay, they take a little more time. You don't want to wear people out with videos, but 3 to 4 seem to work great. You'll want to post a video or graphic with every post. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Determine the length of your party. You've already heard success at 48 hours, success at 35, 45 minutes. We love the fast, get her done, high energy, 35 to 45-minute party. The timing will save you so much stress. We type the timing on our script. So after every graphic, we recommend you wait about 3 minutes. This is such a good tip. It really reduced my stress level, my first party. I knew exactly when to post. This gives your guests time to read the text and comment. Add approximately 2 minutes after each video. So if your video is 2 minutes long, you're going to post again in 4 minutes. What if you're doing the 12 to 48-hour party? These are ideal for a more relaxed party. They're kind of like an open house. Drop in, drop out. People are on Facebook several times a day. This really works. They can come on, look, read, watch 2 to 3 posts, check back in at lunch, and order in the evening. Then recruit your party team. This is fun. Your team will get excited and you will get a lot of help. We love to have 2 posters. Say Sarah and I are posting together. She will load her graphic. And do you remember how much time we recommend you wait after a graphic? Woo, you're good. You've got this. Okay, I've got 3 minutes, little old on social media savvy, to load my post. I can do it in 3 minutes. I go ahead and load it because I'm still a little chicken. So I go ahead and load it, and I just wait till it's time to post. Easy peasy. And every time I post, I think, I'm good. Okay. Eventually I'll get used to being good at social media. Okay. And having 2 people posting is like the validation of a 3-way call. 2 people are saying how great this product or business is. Also, staggering your post scores allows you to answer questions that your guests may have left. But you're going to have help with those questions. This may be one of our best tips. Recruit team to be your official cheerleader commentors before the party. Make sure you've got 2 to 3 from your team that will come to the party and that will comment. Some guests will be a little shy and they are not rapidly answering the questions, but if they see people answering the questions, and this is important, answer the question asked. Don't answer like a distributor. If it's what vegetable can you not stand, say beets. Oh, I know they're good for me, but I just can't eat them. Don't say beets, but I get them every day in Juice Plus. Okay? You can reveal later that you're taking Juice Plus. We're not hiding anything. We're just answering the question asked. So commentors are your cheerleaders. They keep your party going. Now, you've envisioned your party. You've thought about who you want to invite, your audience. You've selected your theme. Now, Amanda is going to show you exactly how to put that event up on Facebook.
Thanks, Debbie. Setting up a Facebook event is actually very simple. You just need to know where to look. And that's why I'm here to show you the steps of how to create an event, invite your friends, and make sure they show up. So sit back and relax because I'm going to walk you through the steps of how to set up a Facebook party. So when you log into your Facebook, you're going to be brought to your home page. That's where you can view your news feed. If you look at the upper left-hand corner of your screen, you'll see an Events tab. Give that a click and you'll be directed to your Events page. There will be a button at the top of your events page in the upper right-hand corner that says Create. This is the button that you want to push to help start making your Facebook party vision come to life. Once you hit that Create button, this is what will be displayed on your screen. Here you will choose a name for your event, add details, set the location, the time, date, privacy settings. There's just a few things you're going to want to take into consideration before creating your event. Put your website link in the details portion of your event. I personally prefer to add my website link at the top of my details portion to make the call to action more visible, but the placement of your website link is completely up to you. This will allow your guests to easily figure out where they need to go to get started on their journey to better health. Make it obvious that this event takes place on Facebook and that it does showcase Juice Plus. I recommend that you clarify this in the name, the details, and the location boxes of when creating this event. As you can see, the title of my event was Juice Plus Facebook Party, and then the location I said right here on Facebook from the comfort of your own couch. And while you do have the option to invite your friends on the screen at the bottom left-hand corner, I personally prefer to wait until the event is completely set up, I have time to upload a cover photo, and that everything looks great before my friends see the invitation. So I'm going to show you how to do that on the next slide. So once our event is created, this is what your event page will look like. Be sure to add that event photo by clicking on the button in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. And then after you upload your photo, you can click and drag the photo to reposition and center it to make sure it looks great. If you ever need to change the date or the time or edit your party description, anything that was just on the previous screen, all you have to do is just click that edit button. And then once my event photo is loaded and everything looks great, I then click the invite button, and that sends an invitation to your friend's group party. So when inviting your friends, you can just scroll through and select from this list that is displayed. So I know what you're probably thinking, how many guests do I invite? Well, it depends. My first party, I invited quite a few, probably 500 or so. So if this is your first party, go ahead and blast it out to all your friends. But for your following parties, 200 guests is a good number to stick to. And then if you're co-hosting a party with other distributors, we suggest that you invite no more than 200 guests per distributor or per host. So you invited your friends. Now what? For those of you that have been in the business for a while, you know the importance of call, send, call, and you know that this is a critical step to receive maximum attendees. Well, with technology such as Facebook and text messaging, we encourage you to embrace the message send message method. We suggest that you select a handful of your friends who you think would really be interested in either the product or the business, and then reach out to them any way you normally would, whether that's a Facebook private message, a text message, or even a phone call. You want to make sure that they know what a Facebook party is, because this term may be new to some people, how to RSVP to your party, and then how to get to the party. Then once your event is over, you can follow up with them using the same method. Now that we've created our party, let's learn how to post with Denise.
Thank you. Is everybody doing okay out there? Good. I know it's a lot of information, but we have a surprise for you at the end, so hold tight, okay? Now, when I started my business, I wasn't very computer savvy either. In fact, I could read email, but I could hardly open an attachment or send an attachment. So it's kind of funny that I'm the one that gets to teach you about posting. One of the kind of more technical parts of a Facebook party, but if I can do it, you can do it, okay? All right, so let's learn how to rock your party. First, you gotta find your party. Where is your party? You put it up, you set it up. First of all, just go back to your Facebook page again. Underneath the picture of yourself, on the left-hand side, you find the button Events. Okay? Simply click on it. What that does is open up a whole list of events that you've been invited to and also that you created. Find the one that you created and that you're ready to start posting in and click on it. Everybody knows how to click, right? Okay. Oh, some don't know how to click. We're in trouble. Once you're inside the party, if you are the one administrating or the one posting for this event, you're going to want to shrink your screen, and I'll show you why. But this is how you do it. In the top right-hand corner, there's two little square boxes. If you click on it, it'll make the page really small. And if you're on a Mac, you hit the green circle. And the page should look then like this. So if you're sitting in front of my screen with me, I would then open up my pre-written script and shrink the screen so they're side by side. Okay? That's going to make it really easy and convenient for you to post. The next part that I want to do is I want to highlight and copy the text that I'm ready to post. I simply then take it over to the Facebook page and hit on the button that says Add Video and Photo, and then paste it into the box. Your post should look like this. But if you notice, it's a little plain, a little naked. We got to dress it up. Okay? Everybody likes to look nice. And Debbie already told us a picture's worth 1,000 words. So at the bottom, there's this tiny little box. When you click on it, it will open up your pre-saved graphics. Choose the graphic that you want, and then hit open. Once you do that, you've got to wait for it. Okay? So wait for it, wait for it, wait for it to load. Okay? That's all you're waiting for. As soon as the picture or video has loaded, you hit the word post. You have prepared and posted your first post, but there's one more step that's very important. It's called pinning your post. Pinning your post is going to keep your frustration down for your guest and help them follow along with the party easier. It keeps the newest post that you have put on your page at the very top. So Debbie was talking about refreshing earlier. When they refresh your screen, the new one's always at the top. It makes it really easy for them to follow along. Now this is just my introduction post, and I usually do this before the party starts. And I also ask my co-host to do their introduction as well. Now, Sarah, she's super brave and savvy. She did a video. I'm not really that brave yet. But you could do either text or video. This helps your guests get to know you, like you, and trust you. Don't you want those people in your party to know you, like you, and trust you? They're going to listen to more of what you say and validate your information. Now, I also like to get to know my guests. I don't want to present when I don't know what their need or desire is. So, I do roll call. It's just a really fun and easy way to get them involved and set that expectation that you want them to comment back. They kind of know what's going on. So, you guys like to play games, right? And have a little fun? It's Juice Plus World, right? I'd like to do something right here real quick. I'd like to know how many are here with us today at this conference. So on the count of 3, I want you to say here. 1, 2, 3. Here! Woo! Not bad at all. I bet there were a few of you that were busy taking notes or taking pictures and maybe didn't say anything. It's okay. The same thing will happen in your Facebook party. Just because someone does not comment does not mean they're not there. Now, please respect your guests when you're thinking about your post and pre-writing your script, and limit your post, no matter what length your party is, to 15 or less posts, including the pre-post. We don't want to overload, irritate, or fill up their mailbox with messages from Facebook. Now, in our parties, Debbie said we do them a little different. We have no phone number whatsoever. And we just allow people to enjoy the information that we have by not reinventing the wheel. Our first 2 or 3 posts are usually based around the theme that we have, and they all also are dressed up with a graphic and use a high-yielding question at the end to keep the guest involved. We use the pre-made beautiful videos, short videos that the company has made for us to help people learn more about the details and let them do the work. We want to focus on making sure that they know what Juice Plus is, how it's made, and that it's safe. And of course, please don't forget to give them an option on how to get to the better path of health and nutrition with Juice Plus. So you've completed your first party. Congratulations. Not too bad. Okay? But you're not done. You've got one more thing. You know what it is? Anybody want to guess? Very good. They're smart. They're going to do really good at this. The fortune is in the follow-up, and we have all heard that over and over again. Following up on a Facebook party could not be any easier. What you want to do is just go toward the top of your party page, and you will see, like you do in this video or this clip, pictures of your people. Pictures of your people. Find the guest number under there and click on it, and it will actually give you a list of everyone that attended. Underneath their name, you will find who invited them in case you're co-hosting. If you hover over their name, it'll open another box, and you can actually instant message them from your Facebook party. It is going to save you a ton of time and frustration, and it will make it really quick. With Team Vision, we use the GoPro style approach of following up. It's really easy. You say, what did you like best? Can you guys do that? Okay. Now, if I had somebody that was commenting, I may make it more specific. I'll say something like, you know, I have a really good friend that was dealing with that same concern or need. Would you be open to us calling you tomorrow? And I think we might be able to help you. That is setting up a three-way call. Don't tell them it's a three-way call, okay? That's our secret. The other thing I do is I want to prioritize my follow-up. So I'm always making sure I'm following up first with the people that were at the party, and I know that because they commented. Then I follow up with the people that said yes, but didn't comment. And I'll just ask them, hey, did you get a chance to join us at the party? If not, would you like me to send you a link? And they'll reply back and say yes. And if they don't, maybe you'll have to find another avenue, dig back into your toolbox of exposures, and find a way that works for their learning style. Because not everybody's going to be so thrilled about Facebook like we are. Okay? Now, you may say to yourself, how does she keep track of all these people, especially if she had 10 parties in a week? Again, Facebook has made it really easy. You can actually download an Excel document from Facebook with all your guests. This is how you do it. Go back up towards the top of your Facebook page, click on the guest number again. If you are the administrator, at the very bottom you will see Export Guest List. Click on it. You guys already said you know how to click, so this is going to be simple. It comes preloaded with two different fields: their first and last name and their RSVP status, so you know who's going and who said maybe. I like to add 3 other columns, including who invited them, the notes that I have from their comments, and what my next step is. This is your hot memory jogger. You just print it out. You can then call or make sure that you're following up in some way, or Facebook them. You know, you can just save it and then reopen it when you're working your work hours. So, you know, I have taught you today how to copy, paste, dress it up, post it, pin it, and of course follow up. Congratulations, and thank you so much for helping inspire healthy living around the world to hundreds of people around hundreds of miles and across borders without a passport.
Now that we know how to create our party, we know how to post during our party, now we need to polish up the details and really make our health and ours shine. We're about to get a little bit more technical, so if you get lost, don't worry. Most of my information will be available on our team website after the conference is over. We want to make sure we represent Juice Plus with the utmost professionalism. But don't get overwhelmed, because the products can really stand on their own without flashy marketing or embellishment. Even your most reserved distributors can really step out of their comfort zone with these virtual health webinars. But first things first, don't be that person. We all know some really obnoxious network marketers, don't we? And I'm sure you may even have someone specific pop into your mind. These details are to ensure that you don't accidentally turn into that person that everybody loves to hide from their news feeds. To make sure your friends aren't bombarded with Juice Plus party posts, set your party privacy settings to either guests and friends or invite only. You'll find those settings when you set up your event. This will ensure that the party posts don't accidentally show up on somebody's newsfeed that you didn't invite. While your guests will only get party post notifications if they accept your invitation and join the event, they have to officially decline to avoid seeing any posts pop up on their general newsfeeds at all. Whether you create the party from within a group or just from your own personal profile, you really need to keep in mind when you change these settings. Because public and open invite always put anything that is posted, commented on, or even liked on any of your friends' news feeds, whether or not they were even given an invitation. You really wouldn't want to burn out your entire Facebook friends list on your first Facebook party. Your more technology-minded friends will have no hesitation before unfollowing all of your posts, and you might have just lost a customer for life. Another detail to keep in mind is to polish up your post formatting when you're sharing your videos. Go to YouTube, under the Share tab, and click the short link. Copy it for later. You can even paste it into your Word document and paste it all from your whole script into your post text. The top of your browser, you'll notice another link up there. It doesn't always clean up the post like the Share link does. That's why I recommend using this one. But you need to make sure that the checkbox is to play it from the playlist or start at a certain spot in your video are not checked. Otherwise, you might accidentally play quite a few videos in a row. Now you go back to your event page and you paste the link into your post. Once the preview box pops up, you can go ahead and delete the URL from the text. This gives your guests the ability to read a clean post and watch the video directly from the event page. You don't want them to have to leave your event page for even a minute. They can go off to YouTube and then they have to find their own way back to your party. This way they never have to leave. You also want to keep your page itself neat and tidy. So be careful when you post more than one graphic per post. If you must post a collage of different graphics, hire a designer to compile them into one image. If you post multiple images in your post, you risk someone commenting on one image and pulling it away from the text. Then you have a floating image without a description attached to it, and that can cause a lot of confusion if your guests aren't used to Facebook or Facebook events. The health and R's are not just for the young and techie. If done properly, every guest will feel up to speed. So let's revisit these graphics in a little bit more detail before we move on. As you've probably already read in your distributor agreement, you're not supposed to use the Juice Plus logo itself in our own creations. So keep that in mind if you choose to create your own graphics for these parties. We want to make sure that our parties operate with integrity as well as professionalism for the Juice Plus company. That being said, our virtual franchises are a business, a commercial venture. That means that any graphic we use for these parties or any other social media promotion must have a commercial license attached to it. Just an image you've stumbled across on social media or even specifically pulled from a search engine isn't going to give you the license you need for these parties or any other social media promotion. It may seem innocent, but in fact it's digital theft. Yes, that's a real thing. If you are old enough to remember back to the Napster days in the 90s, not knowing any better just isn't an excuse anymore. To make sure that you have the correct license, you can search specifically for commercial use images. If you can't find the license, though, you have to assume it's for personal use only and not the opposite. If you found a commercial use image and you notice a watermark or a logo on it, take special care not to remove it. Altering an image like that or removing the logo or copyright is copyright infringement, and it's not taken lightly in the legal world. You should also make sure that the resolution is high enough for the graphic not to be blurry. If it's blurry, that just means that the designer doesn't want you to use it in the way that you're trying to use it. But when in doubt about a particular graphic, just ask. Because as graphic designers, we want our images out there. We just want to make sure that the quality and our reputation is as sharp as the original graphic. If you save directly from Facebook, right-click Save As, download from the bottom, it's going to lose quality. So be sure to share your graphics outside of Facebook through email, websites, and then upload your original graphic each time. You want to put about half of the information on the graphic and half in the post text. You want your post just as informative, you want your graphics in your post just as informative as they are eye-catching. After conference is over, I will have a sample script and sample graphics for you to use in your own Facebook parties on our team website. So now that you've got your graphics, you want to start writing your verbiage to go with your graphics and videos. And the hardest part is making sure that your claims are in line with the Juice Plus clinical studies and are FDA compliant. You also want to really think about your wording. Revise it with your uplines and your sidelines to make sure you aren't misread as well. It's hard to read emotions over Facebook. You wouldn't want to put up a child obesity statistic and unintentionally shame a mom of an overweight child who's there desperately searching for another answer for her child. Treat everyone as if you were talking to your best friend, your grandmother, your mother. When directing your audience on how to use Facebook, try to explain it gently. You may end up unintentionally belittling someone if you use a lot of caps locks or exclamation points. It can come off aggressive when you're typing. The last thing you want your guests to think is that their host is condescending or bossy. A third-party proofreader can really help you neutralize that virtual tone of voice. With that in mind, our parties need to appeal to everyone in every walk of life. Some audiences will become immediately disinterested if they see something hokey in your marketing just there to raise their participation. Remember that 1200 PVC party I talked about earlier? We didn't have one customer comment. You heard me, 0 customer participation during the actual party itself. It is imperative to have conveniently placed distributors or faithful Juice Plus customers there just to keep the conversation going. If you've been asked to be one of those guests at a Facebook party, keep your comments in line as a consumer, not a distributor. The only obviously distributor-related comments should be from the host of the party. But there are ways we've found to get the right kind of participation, and the easiest way is to ask high-yielding questions. They really get them thinking about your guest's health, and when they open up, you'll get insight to what they're really struggling with. The funny or the entertaining posts or polls could come off as cheesy from the other side of the screen. So instead, try to take this opportunity to really get to know your guest. Find out how you can help them. We want to be their health cheerleaders, urging them to move their lives forward, giving them thought-provoking information that really stirs them to be a better person. Now back to our team's biggest cheerleader, Debbie.
Thank you, Sarah. Now, you see why with Sarah, Amanda, and Denise, you can now almost throw the practically perfect party. But it's time for me and Facebook translation. This is what I needed in the beginning. Find your event page. We know how to do that. When you click on events, you'll see all the future events, but this is really cool. Remember I told you that the guests that missed the party can come to the party? Right there are all your past events. Just send them a link, and they can attend the party for months, maybe even up to a year. No excuses. Make sure your guests encourage them to RSVP. In the South, we just think that's polite. If you want them to hit going or not going, if they reply going, they will receive all of the party notifications. If they do not want to receive the notifications, I don't know how that would happen, but you want to make sure they decline the party because they will see a few posts just because you invited them. This next slide is my most asked question. How do you refresh? Well, in the South, with a big glass of iced tea. And Juice Plus people don't put sugar in it. But anyway, it's so simple. If you don't know how to refresh, you're gonna love me. I had to ask, so don't be embarrassed. Do you see the little arrow shaped in a circle? That's your refresh button. Yay! We even send a big green graphic with it drawn on 10 minutes prior to the party. And I've even had to explain to guests, do you see the arrow shaped in a circle in the big green graphic? So make sure they know how to refresh. Some computer programs will refresh automatically, but I don't know what they have. So I just tell them, if you don't see a new post within 3 minutes, refresh your screen. If you're on your phone, you'll just swipe the screen with your fingers. Easy peasy. I love this tip. As party host, you want to be the ultimate party host. When you're sending a guest back to see a party, every post that got commented on will be moved around. So your numbered posts will be all out of order by the end of the party. And you don't want your late party attendees to have to search for the numbers. Look at this. It's so easy, it's brilliant. Comment in reverse order. Can you count 12, 11, 10? We just put an asterisk and it pops that post to the top of the page. Isn't that fantastic? Now, if you really want a clean post, clean party, go ahead and delete that asterisk or your comment as soon as that post moves to the top. I just don't want my guests wondering why I put an asterisk at the end of every post. That's just me. You don't have to do that step. But look, it's all clean, in order, ready for your late comers. Takeaways. We're almost done, you guys. I hope you realize that you've just been empowered. And by the way, we're going to have a lot on our website. You're going to get to review. Okay? So don't worry if you didn't get something. You have just been empowered in less than an hour, because Randy took some of our time, to change your life by changing your business. If you want to, you could set the date for your next Facebook party right now. Before you leave, I told Randy they should set a party up 2 days after they get home. He said they should be doing a party while they're here. It takes about 2 days. You invite your guests today, they'll be at the party in 2 days. Trust us. That's what Amanda did with fantastic results. Also, determine the theme of your party. What kind of audience do you want to share with first? And based on your theme, start inviting. It's so easy with a click. Invite, 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 invite. Never has inviting been so easy. We are going to gift you with something that I needed in the beginning. These gals wrote the scripts in the beginning. Take down jpvision.net. We have got the perfect first party script right there, ready for you to copy and paste. And compliments of Sarah, some of the most beautiful graphics you will ever lay your eyes on. We just want to leave you with this. What is a leader? A leader is someone that can envision what could be. A leader can see into the horizon and inspire the action that will create the waves of change. We have only begun to see the results of these Facebook parties. So I really want you to believe this. You can do this. I'm telling you, my husband has answered so many computer questions. He's amazed I can do it. You can do this. Believe in yourself. The team will come because they want to do these parties. It makes it that easy. believe in your future, and get ready for unprecedented success of your own, because you can rock this